So the Mirage is up for sale here in town, and a lot of you guys are saying this better be good because they've sold a ton of properties MGM Resorts International has, and what's the difference? Well, there could be a huge difference in this one because of a certain way that they described the sale as selling the operations of the property. So that might be a big deal. And this could be the Vegas Renaissance that everybody's looking for. And I have somebody who might be interested in the property that actually I talked to. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to give a history on the Mirage itself and tell you a little bit about how we came to be here and what the significance of this property really is in town. And we're even going to hypothesize about a possible owner for the place. How's it going, guys? My name is Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for the future notifications. We cover the Strip in Vegas in more detail than anybody else. We do live streams, news updates, analysis, rumor mill stuff, short films on the city. So if you love Vegas, subscribe to this channel. And if you guys love awesome things, be sure to check out our channel sponsor, P9 Magazine, over on Instagram. They're actually a crypto company. They're Ethereum 2.0 validators. And what they do is they aim to showcase the global Pinay to the world. And a Pinay is actually a woman of Filipino origin. So their first issue coming up is going to feature Pinays from North America, with future issues with women from the Philippines, Pinays from Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Ireland, Scotland, Europe, the GCC countries, so Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and so on and so forth. Filipinos and Filipinas are everywhere. And so check them out over on Instagram. They buy the side of Resorts World once a week out of every month of the year, and you can check them out there. That's your Vegas connection. And speaking about Filipinas being everywhere, my wife Caroline makes these with VegasFaceMask.com. These don't go around the back of your ears, they go around the back of your head. They're very comfortable, all handmade, not outsourced, one piece of fabric cut at a time. She makes them all 2 for $25, no nose wire, and we have solid colors if you need them. Free shipping as well, VegasFaceMask.com. Also, check out Not Leaving Crypto. They're teaching me about crypto. I'm teaching you how to use DeFi lending to double your money. It's not financial advice, but it's a method, and I want you guys to know about it. Okay, so yeah, the Mirage is up for sale. Who cares, right? Because in the last while, MGM Resorts has been selling everything. They're trying to get this big contract to build a giant mega casino development in Japan. That's why MGM Resorts is doing this. So while they're not really making a lot of more money, they're just selling the property that they have. It'd be like if a millionaire started selling his collection, just like Jay Leno. Jay Leno started selling his collection of cars, and slowly but surely his net worth was building. But while he's selling his collection of cars, he's trying to buy a giant piece of real estate somewhere. He's just going to put the money into that. So that's kind of what they're doing. But the last few sales have been somewhat different than this one. And we'll get to how this one is different and how this might change the entire Strip in just a few minutes. We got to talk about the history of this property because Steve Wynn is a visionary who helped build this city from basically a little gambling destination to one of the biggest, most world-class destinations on the planet. And when he came into Vegas, he had just finished in Atlantic City, where he had built up a defunct, almost out-of-business bingo parlor. His father left him in a bad state of affairs, came to Vegas, bought the Golden Nugget, and actually put Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers on an entertainment e-ticket, if you will, and made that property so popular that they had to build an extra hotel tower on the property itself. It was the only new building in downtown Las Vegas in like 30 years, and it was all him. He bought the land using junk bonds that the Mirage sits on. It was the first time anybody had ever gone to Wall Street to finance anything. And he wanted to make this destination that was a one-stop shop for everything. So put in a massive show like Siegfried and Roy, have a great restaurant experience, have a world-class gambling destination, have an amazing spa, and then put this giant volcano out front that just blew everybody's mind and drew people to the front of the hotel so they could say, if it's this good outside, what could the inside be like? That was wash, rinse, repeated over and over, and it's basically the prototype for every big property nowadays. But the Mirage has fallen into disrepair. I'm not saying the property's bad, but the property definitely isn't the big glowing jewel of the crown of Vegas that it once was. Bigger, nicer, more opulent properties have come about. Places like the Venetian, the Palazzo, the Bellagio, the Circa, the Resorts World. And the Mirage is not competing as it once was. So MGM Resorts International decided that they're done with having that piece of real estate in Vegas. And they've actually said that they're going to change operations of it. So the main key takeaway here is that when they announced this to the world and they talked to the media, they talked about not replacing just the ownership of the property. because that's what they've done in the past. Just basically selling the property to somebody and then they stay in it as a tenant and they make their money. They talked about the operations of the property, which signals to me that we could have any other operator going in there. We could have the Seminoles come in from Florida and rebrand that as the Hard Rock, or we could have a third party like the person who owns the Golden Nugget downtown, Tim Ferretta. I can never say his name right. Correct me in the comments below, guys. We could see a Golden Nugget on the south end of the strip, or maybe a Rainforest Cafe themed, because he owns those brands. And it would make total sense at the Mirage. You could retheme that to the Rainforest Cafe in a minute, considering you have the secret garden in the back. So it's a really interesting scenario. And actually, my insider source said that he was considering even purchasing the property and bringing it back to an old-time version of Vegas. You remember Vegas from the 80s and the 90s when people actually knew who you were? Some of you guys dating back further to the 60s and the 70s. A place where you weren't just a set of numbers and data attached to a Players Club card, where you'd be treated with respect. How cool would that be to see that version of Vegas come back? What I'm saying to you, though, is that if they do change the operations entirely, this could be a sea change in how the Strip does its business. Because if you have a new operator that's treating people differently and a signal is sent to the market that that's how people want to be treated, who knows what could actually happen next on the Strip? It could be a trend that catches on, a positive trend this time as opposed to a negative one like paid parking did. And everybody said it would never catch on, and it certainly did. I would love to see that happen, but then again, money is plentiful. There's so much of it to go around, and people like to make it. And oftentimes the best way to make money is just to keep on doing what you're doing, even if it's at the direct, not at the direct benefit of the consumer. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And so stay tuned to this channel, subscribe to this channel. We'll bring you more information as we have it. This video, by the way, has been the biggest challenge to make. So I started doing it outside. It's a little windy outside. I thought the wind, break on this mic would be okay. Totally wasn't. I came in here to refilm it. Turns out the cat's crying out there. I had to put the cat away, put the cat in the extra bedroom. Then I start filming this video and my memory card runs out of memory. Then I clear some memory card space and I film the video and my battery dies. So if this video looks like two videos kind of put together, there's a reason for that. But you know what? I love making them anyways. You guys are awesome. That's my video today and I'm sticking to it. Leave me a comment if you're just browsing through. Like the video, subscribe, dislike the video if you don't like it. My name is Steven and I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Check out our channel sponsors on Instagram. Check out my crypto channel. Check out VegasFaceMask.com. Now's the time where I get close to the camera and I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and thanks for watching. And you're the best part of my day still. Click!